Men of Reddit dating taller women, what is it like? I just married one this past weekend. My wife is 5'6" and I'm 5'4". It's not all that much different than dating someone slightly shorter than you. She's never made me feel like I'm less of a man. I have no problem with her wearing heels, I actually encourage it, she looks fantastic in heels. The only hassle is standing sex. I have to be on my tiptoes. People never comment on it and I think we only get weird looks because I'm white and she's black. I'm 5'5". My wife is 5'10". It's nice. She can reach tall things I can't. Not dating anyone now, but I've dated a couple girls that were taller than me. Once in high school with a girl 2 inches taller, we only dated for about a month because she felt really self-conscious about it, particularly because she was getting constantly teased by other people in our grade about the height difference. And I had a casual thing going last year with a taller girl. It honestly wasn't that different than dating someone shorter. I'm 6'4" and I'd like to find out, but I don't think I ever will. 6'7" here and I've never even seen a woman taller than me. I'm 6'3" and recently dated a girl who's 6'4". She was a great person overall and very attractive. Given that I prefer tall women in general, I had absolutely no issues with it and she didn't seem to have a problem with my height either. She was insanely insecure about her height and we had a couple of discussions regarding it. For instance, her ex didn't want to be seen with her because she was apparently too tall, even if he was taller, and many people liked to randomly comment on her height or ask her about it. She did catch a lot of attention despite living in a country full of tall people, seen a couple of girls taller than her and there are tons of girls here standing around 6 foot or above. But I could tell many guys were looking at her both in a positive and negative way. However, even if height wasn't the reason it didn't work out for us, I believe she ultimately wanted someone taller despite telling me that her cutoff was around 6'1". Honestly, as long as you make it a non-issue that she's taller, chances are she'll be comfortable enough to make it a non-issue as well, unless the height difference is extreme, I guess. I dated a woman who was 6'2" and a legitimate one at that. I'm very short, clocking in at 5'5" without shoes is on, and honestly, some things are a bit harder in bed but also makes some things easier. We would often get stares because not only was she taller, it was an interracial relationship, so that added more unnecessary input from people, but that's besides the point. Whenever we went out for dinner, she'd dress up and put 3-inch heels, making her 1 foot taller than me, which apparently bothered everyone but us. We would hear a girl, "Come get yourself a real man, not a boy," constantly. Why are women asking why would you date anyone shorter than you? That's so weird. Some things were made harder due to height in bed, but it could always be fixed easily, and holding hands in public was made difficult when we were standing, especially when she wore heels, but we didn't care, we liked one another and made things work. All in all, it was just other people thinking it was weird and uncomfortable, and we didn't pay any mind to them because we were happy and comfortable with ourselves and in the relationship. I dated a girl who was taller than me for a while. I'm a pretty small dude, clocking in around 5'9", and she was 6 foot tall. Honestly, it wasn't an issue. I didn't care about the height difference. She told me once that there were a lot of shorter guys that she was into through her life, but most of them were uncomfortable with her being taller. We ended with a really ugly breakup, but height wasn't the issue.
I'm a 6-foot woman and engaged to a 5'11" dude. It's totally a non-issue for me and for him. I used to be way sensitive about my height, especially when I dated a guy who was 5'5". I was 16 and insecure. I've grown into being very confident with my height and embracing it, and learning that if the relationship is good, the heights of each partner usually don't matter.
My limited experience dating taller women is they usually self-conscious about their height and it doesn't make it far. I'm 5'11", so we're talking about 6+ feet women. I do think most women appreciate a taller man as a sign of relative masculinity, though I'm sure there are plenty of women who don't. I'm not bothered by it personally, but I've met very few women taller than me who would even consider dating someone shorter.